Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going through Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper 3 which is from October-November 2021. Code is 058033. Time to complete this paper is 2 hours. As you know that you can use calculator in all the papers of IGCSE. So these are the instructions, just go through that. And then I would request you guys to subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends, and thank you very much for those who have already subscribed. Thank you for your support. So let's start. So question 1, part A. Roberto and his family fly from London to Los Angeles on a holiday. The flight takes 11 hours and 15 minutes. The flight leaves London at 15:40 local time. The local time in Los Angeles is 8 hours behind the local time in London. Work out local time in Los Angeles at that the plane arrives. So we have two stations here, London, then we have Los Angeles, right? So the local time in Los Angeles is 8 hours behind, so that means minus 8 here. So flight leaves at 15:40 here, so that means at that time in Los Angeles will be minus 8 hours. So 15:40 minus 8, this will be 7:40. So time here will be 7:40 at that time. And now the flight takes 11 hours and 15 minutes. So 11 hours and 15 minutes, you add it here. So this is the time when the flight will arrive in Los Angeles. So 18:55, right? So now part 2, the plane flies at total distance or total of 8,760 kilometers. Calculate the average speed. So average speed we are going to calculate now. So average speed, so speed will be equals to distance over time. So we are looking for the total distance, which is given to us 8,760 divided by time. So time taken we are given in the first part is 11 hours and 15 minutes, right? So in when you convert into hours, so 11, 15 over 60 hours. So this is 60 times, so we are going to break 60 times 11 plus 15 over 60. This comes out to be 675, yeah, over 60. So we are going to divide by this. So 675 over 60. So 8,760 times 60 over 675. So let's see. So this is 8,760 times 60 divided by 675. So 778.6. So it is 778.66. So we can write it down as 779 to the 2 significant figures. Now part B, we have Roberto hires a car. The cost of a car is $56 per day plus fixed cost of 436. Write down the formula of cost C of hiring the car for D days. So number of days, for one day it is 56. For D, number of days will be 56 times D, right? And plus this is the fixed amount. So C cost will be fixed amount. Fixed amount is 436 plus 56D. So per day is 56. For number of days, D will be 56D. So we have the formula here, 436 plus 56D, right? Now part 2, Roberto is given a car at random. There are 4 colors of car red, silver, black and white, complete the table. So this probability, addition of this probability, I mean sum of the probability should be 1. So that means we are going to subtract all this from 1. So we can do this one here, 0.17 plus 0.24, 0.3. Then we will subtract it from 1. So this comes out to be, let's see, 0.17 plus 0.24 plus 0.30, 0.71. So this is 0.71. So 1 minus 0.71 will be answer of this one. It is 0.29. So this will go here for black, 0.29, right? Now part C, the family visits a national park which has an area of 4,986 kilometers. Write this correct to nearest hundred. So we have 4986. This is ones place, tens, hundreds. So we are looking here. So this number is more than 5. So we are going to add 1 here. This is rounding up. So that's 4 plus 1, it will become 5. Then others will be 0. So it is 5,000. Now writing this in a standard form, 4986 times 10 raised to power. So now you see your decimal is here. We are moving 3 decimal left, 1, 2, 3. So we will have here 10 raised to power 3 and decimal will come here. So answer is 4.986 times 10 raised to power 3. A ticket for the park costs $17.50 plus 8% tax. Calculate the amount of tax paid. So be careful, he just asks us tax paid. So tax is, how much is the tax? Tax is 8%. So 8% of 17.50. So when you calculate, it comes out to be $1.40. Question is very simple, just for 1 mark. Part E, the scale drawing shows the position of 2 viewing points A and B in the park. The scale is 1 centimeter, represents 5 kilometers. So 1 centimeter represents 5 kilometers. Work out the actual distance between point A and B. So we have to measure this one here. So this comes out to be 6.7, right? So this distance is, I can join the line here. So this distance is from A to B, it's coming 6.7 centimeters. So 1 centimeter represents 5 kilometers. So times 5, this is 6.7 times 5. This comes out to be 33.5. I can write down 34. So final answer will be 34. So let me tell you one thing here. In the actual marking scheme, this answer is 35. But you know, sometime this is the paper that I have printed. Sometime when you print the paper, so this distance will be different from the actual paper. So don't worry about that. But the method is same. You just measure the distance with ruler and convert it into the scale which is given to you, right? Now part 2, point C is 20 kilometers from point A on bearing of 72. On the scale drawing, mark the position of point C. So 1 centimeter represents equals to 5 kilometers. So let's see, 20 kilometer will represent how many centimeters? So this is times 4. So this is times 4. So it will be 4 centimeters. So at bearing of 72 from point C is 20 kilometers from point A. We are talking about from this point and on bearing of 72. So we need to make an angle of 72 here. So we are making angle of 72 at this point at A. So 72 is here, right? So we will join this one, but we need to have the distance of 4 centimeters from A. So 4 centimeters from here will be So let me extend this line first, then we can cut 4 centimeters from here. So this is the point where we can locate C, right, this point. So this is bearing of 72 degrees, right? So that's it for this question. Question number 2, we have a bar chart here. The bar chart shows the number of cars sold by a garage in each of 6 months. So you can see we have cars sold here on vertical axis and we have months this side. In July, 11 cars were sold. Complete this bar. So if we look here, in July this is empty, but how many cars he said? There were 11 cars sold. So 11, we will plot it here. It's in the middle of 10 and 12, and it will be in the middle here. So I'm going to put line here in the middle up to here for July month. So like this. Okay, so that's it. Now how many more cars were sold in March than May? So now we are comparing March and May. You see, in May we have 6 number of cars, and in March we have it is between 14 and 16, so this will be 15. So how many more cars is 15 minus 6, which is 9. So final answer is going to be 9. Now part B, these are the opening times of the garage. Sorry, Monday to Friday is 8:30 to 5:30, Saturday 8:30 to 1, Sunday is closed. How many hours the garage was open in 1 week? Now this is the timing of each day. So first we will calculate the time here, then we will multiply it by 7 because we are talking about 1 week, right? Okay, so let's start. So we have here Monday to Friday 8:30 to 5:30. So 8:30 to 9:30, 1 hour. 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30 and 5:30. You might see like this is a childish way, but it's easy. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So it is 9 hours from Monday to Friday. Monday to Friday we have 5 days. So right, so we are going to multiply it by 5. So it is 45 hours, right, on from Monday to Friday. And Saturday is 8:30 to 1, 8:30 to 1, 8:30 to 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 4 hours. And up to 1 it will be 30 minutes, 4 hours and 30 minutes. So 4 hours, here we have minutes, and 30 minutes. So this will be 49 hours and 30 minutes. So that means 49.5 hours. So 49.5 hours will be answer for this one. Part C, Mohammed works at the garage. He works 36 hours from Monday to Friday and 2 hours on Saturday. He is paid from Monday to Friday, and on Saturday he is paid 1.5 times of this rate, right? Calculate how much Mohammed is paid this week. So we have to calculate this one by one. So he is paid $10.50 per hour from Monday to Friday, and he works 36 hours. So that means he is from Monday to Friday his earning is 10.5 times 10.50 times 36, because he works for 36 hours. So then let's see how much is this. 36 times 10.5, so it is $378, right? So now on Saturday he is paid 1.5 means 1.5 times of the rate. Times of the rate means 10.5. So he is working, he is taking 1.5 times of this for an hour, and he is working for 2 hours on Saturday. So how much will be this? Let's calculate that one. So this is 1.5 times 10.5 times 2. So this is 31.5. So it is 31.5. So it is 31.5. So now the total earning is 378 plus 31.5. When you add this comes out to be 409.50. So that will be our final answer. Right? Now, part D. Victor is saving to buy a car. He invests $8,000 for 5 years at rate of 2.4 per year compound interest. Calculate the value of Victor's investment at the end of 5 years. So this is very direct question. So we are using the formula value of investment here. P here it is 8,000. 1 plus R is 2.4 over 100 power n, which is 5. So we can directly use calculator for that one. So this will be 8,000. Here it is. It will become 102.4 over 100 power 5. So if you calculate this comes out to be 9,007. So that is our answer. Now part E, at the garage, Pere, Luigi and Freda sell cars. They share bonus in this ratio. Calculate the amount that each receives. So we will go accordingly. So the total here it is 8 plus 4 plus 3. It is 15. So share of Pere is 8 over 15 out of 12,000. Right? So 15 times 8 is 120. So 8 times 8 6,400. So this is 6,400. Now Luigi is 4 over 15 times 12,000. You can directly use calculator, but I'm comfortable here. 8 times 4 32, 3,200 for him. And finally we have Fred, which is 3 out of 15, and we are looking for 120,000. 15 times 8, sorry, I added 1 0 here. So 8 times 3 200, 2,400. So that's it. Question 3, part A. Write down the order of rotational symmetry of each of these shapes. Now here we can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So this is an octagon. So if we rotate it to 360 starting from here like this, you are going to get same shape every time. So we will replace this by the same shape. You can even try with the tracing paper. So it should have 8 what do we call this, rotational symmetry. So I can start, let's say our star should come back here, it should come back here. Let me, can't see. So it should come back here. So I'm starting like rotation 361, then you have 2, then 3 like this, 4, 5, you have 6, 7 and 8. You see, we started our start from here. So there are 8 rotational, order of rotational symmetry will be 8. Similarly here we have the 4 these ones here, 4 sides, 1, 2, 3 and 4, they are same. When you rotate it to 360, it's gonna be rotational symmetry 4. Now part B, triangle A, B and C are shown on the grid, right? So you can see the triangles here. This is A, B and C. Describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle B, right? So for that, from A and B, let's compare A and B. we have A and B here. You can see their shape is same but size is different. So if you see for this one, so this is enlargement. So one thing, it's 3 marks question, we should have at least 3 things to say. This is enlargement, right? And scale factor. Scale factor is like, you see we have 4 squares this side and 2 squares, 4 over 3, it will be 2. Scale factor will be 2. Scale factor is 2. And then we need center. So coordinates of center. So we can again use tracing paper for that, or you can directly use ruler for that. So join the vertices to get the center. Let's see where you have to be very careful for this one. So they are coming at this point, so we can choose another one. So if you choose this one here, both vertices are coming on the same point, so that means this is the scale factor, which is -7 and -5. So scale factor will be -7 and -5. First we are going to write down x coordinate, then we will write down y coordinates, right? Now triangle A onto C. So now we need to compare A and C. So you can see this A and C have same shape and size, right? So if we have same shape and size, but it has been like direction is different, so this is a rotation, so we can say it is a rotation. This is also 3 marks, so we need to see this one, rotation. So I'm using tracing paper for this one. How A is going to, see, this is our A shape. So if I move, let's say I'm taking center as 0 0, so always start with 0 0, this is the most common. So one turn 90 degrees, another turn 180. So now when we write, okay, 180, when we do this, I did this clockwise, right? So when it is 180, so it doesn't matter it is clockwise or anti-clockwise. You see, if we go other way, starting from here, here with center, if I go anti-clockwise, so again one turn, 2 turn, I'm going to get the same shape. So this is rotation, center is 0 0, 180 degrees. Okay, so that is this question. Part 2, on the grid reflect triangle C in line x equals to -1. So first we need to look where is the line x equals to -1. So let's see, where is that question? Yeah, x equals to -1. So we are looking for x -1. So x -1 is here. This is the line here, x -1. So we will first draw a line, mirror line here. Then you are going to reflect this shape here. You can even use tracing paper, or you can directly draw this one. So this is the reflection of C. This is part 2 of this, right? So now next is on the grid translate triangle C by vector 5 and -1. So this is x, this is y. So we need to move 5 units right and 1 unit down to triangle C. So triangle C here, so the movement is 5 and -1. So 5 -1, so 5 units right, 1 2 3 4 and 5, and 1 unit down. So this corner came here, so a triangle will be like this. Okay, so that was part 3. Okay, so you can mention like this on your paper so that examiner can see it easily, right? So that was part 3. Now question 4, part A. measures the size of angle x. So if you measure this angle from here, this side here, this is 0, so we have here 30, 35, 40, little more than this one, so it is 42 degrees. So size of angle this x is 42. Write down the mathematical name of this type of angle. So this is less than 90, so less than 90 degree is acute angle, right? So now part B, you can see this shape here. Triangle ABC is a straight line and ABD is an isosceles triangle. This side and this side is equal. Find value of y. Now if this triangle is isosceles, so that means this angle and this angle will be same, right? So now from here we can find out x first. So in this triangle ABD, we will have x plus 74 equals 280. So this is 2x equals 280 minus 74. 180 minus 74, let me check, 184 minus 74, this is 106. So 2x is equal to 106, x will be 106 over 2, which is 54. So this angle x is 54, right? So angle x is 54, but we are looking for angle y. Now angle x plus y will be 180 because they are angle on a straight line. So angle x we got 54, y is 180. Sorry, this is 53. This one is 53. 106 divided by 2 times 5 and 2 times 3. So this will be 53. So y will be 180 minus 53, which is 127. So value of y is 127. Right? Question 4c. We have circle here. You can see this is the diameter. E, F, G are points on the circle. E, F, G. EG. Where is EG? EG. This is diameter, which is 12 centimeters. Right. Write down the mathematical name for the line FG. So FG. FG is a line which touches two points on the circumference and doesn't pass through the center. So this is a chord, right? So name is chord. Explain why angle EFG is 90. This is EFG here. This is 90 because this is an angle in the semicircle. So we can write down that angle in a semicircle is always 90 degrees. Okay. Now calculate the area of the circle. Now area of the circle, the formula is pi r squared. So pi r will be half of 12. So that is 12 over 2 squared. That means pi times 6 squared, which is 36 pi. So let me see, 36 times pi, it gives 113.0. So 113.09. So the final answer will be 113 to 3 significant figures. Number 5, a cuboid measures 4 cm by 2 by 2. On grid of 1 cm, draw an accurate net of the cuboid. One face has been drawn for you. So we have 4, 2 and 2 are the dimensions. So 4 by 2. So this is 4 by 2. So we should have another one also 4 by 2. Now 2 by 2. 2 by 2 means we can have here 2 by 2. So this can be the flap on other side. Please use ruler. 2 by 2, and then also we need another one 4 by 2. So again this will be 4 by 2. So this parallel should also be 4 by 2. Then again another one also 4 by 2. So 2 of 4 by 2 dimensions and 2 of 2 by 2. So this is the net. Now calculate the surface area. So surface area is 2 length times width plus width times height plus height times length, right? So 2 length times width, 4 times 2, 2 times 2, again 4 times 2. So 2, this is 8, 4, 8, 20, 20 times 2, it is 40. So surface area will be 40 centimeter squared, right? Now part 3. A factory makes 5,000 of these cuboids. 25 of the cuboids are checked and 3 of these cuboids are faulty. How many of the 5,000 cuboids are expected to be faulty? So we can just use ratio here to the cuboid to the faulty ones, the checked, I mean the cuboids which was checked. So if they checked 5,000, they checked 25. If they check 25 cuboids, out of 25, 3 are faulty. Now if they want to check 5,000, so how many will be faulty? So cross multiply. So we will have here x times 25 equals to 5,000 times 3 over 25 over 25, 200. So this will be 600. So final answer is going to be 600. Now part B, the surface area of cube is 290 volume. So for the volume, we need to have length, width and height. So here we can have now the formula of volume, surface area of cube is 6L squared, right? And 6L squared, this is given to us 294. So L square will be 294 divided by 6, which is 49. So L will be square root of 49. We will take only, this is plus minus 7, but we are going to take only positive value because length can never be negative. So if we have length this here, so we can find out volume. So volume is L cubed, which is 7 cubed, which is 343, right? So this is 343. Now the length L of the line is measured as 24 centimeter, correct to nearest centimeter. So for the centimeter, it will be, we will take half of that, that will be 0.5. So it is going to be 24 for the upper bound, for the lower bound, 24 minus 0.5, which will be 23.5, and for the upper bound, you are going to add 0.5, which will be 24.5. So here we will have 23.5 and this is 24.5, right? So that's it for this video. Remaining question we are going to do in the next video. I hope you guys understood everything. So let me know if there is anything to explain or area of improvement. Thank you so much guys. God bless you.